Welcome to URL's Battle Rap Arena with Hip Hop Psycho Jesse Rica. What's good, son?
What up, man? Crazy battle happened this weekend. Before we get into all that, rest in peace to Paul Walker, a.k.a. Brian Connor from Fast and Furious. I was shocked when I heard the news, man, and ironic that he died in a car accident, you know, like, I don't know. You heard about it? Like, how did you feel about it?
I didn't hear nothing about it. Why don't you go ahead and tell me?
Well, he passed away in a car accident, supposedly. His friend was driving that was a race car driver. You know who Paul Walker is, the star from the Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, supposedly, like, he passed away, in an accident. His friend was driving. His friend's a race car driver, and it was a car accident that happened. And it was just so ironic because, like, you know, he got his name from the Fast and the Furious, that he passed away in that manner. And he's 40 years old.
Because it was a car accident don't mean he was cheating, was he?
Well, he was in a car with a race car driver, so, I mean, I would hate to, I don't want to assume that he was, but I would think that he was.
He could have been doing the speed limit and a deer popped out on him.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what, but rest in peace to him, you know?
Mm-hmm. But what else is good, though?
Chilling, man, you know, more recent news, Battle Y hosted actually dropped on the E&J Battlegrounds. I know you saw it, and you're coming along with a lot of the YouTube comments. Was what?
What, that was the weakest punch I ever saw?
The weakest punch.
Battle. It was just, I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more. I ain't really into promoting all that anyway, because it's all fuckery to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, motherfuckers supposed to be battling and motherfuckers getting butthurt and hooking off on people. I'm not condoning that shit whatsoever, but the dude didn't even make the best out of his moment in the sun. Like, it just wasn't I don't know. I seen better fights when I would Google girl fights on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But anyway,
you mentioned that, yo. Are you gonna be mad, or are you just gonna laugh when you hear that bar mentioned because you know it's coming, the Shakira bar?
I don't even know how many people even actually saw the battle. I don't know.
No, I'm saying the Shakira bar. The Shakira bar.
What Shakira bar? What are you talking about?
From World Star, Shakira, the girl that beat up the other girl.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Oh, you didn't even hear about that?
I don't even be on World Star Hip Hop like that, so they need to take the fucking name off hip hop on that World Star Hip Hop shit. They need to just call that shit World Star Fights. I don't be hovering over World Star. Like, World Star don't be having anything on there I'm really interested in seeing. A bunch of fighting and shit and everything else. You know, if I'm in the mood to see a good fight, I'll go to World Star. But other than that, you know, I don't be on that website. Not for nothing. That's just me. I don't know. I know a whole bunch of other people disagree with me and be on that motherfucker heavy. Not me though. I ain't too much into that shit. That's a whole bunch of fuckery. It's just a whole bunch of dumb shit. Random ass dumb shit that ain't got nothing to do with hip hop, and it kind of pisses me off they even got the hip hop name attached to that website because it's kind of a joke. I knew it started off being something else, but it ended up being something completely different. You know, it's almost like why the fuck is what's it called? Why the fuck is the History Channel still called the History Channel if they ain't showing nothing but aliens and shit like that? It's pointless. I don't know. I just don't be on that website, son. So you tell me about it since you be on there. What happened?
Well, supposedly it's just like a 16-year-old girl, Shakira, that just, you know, fucked this other girl up. And it's like, but like, you know, she really fucked her up. And it's kind of, and now, you know, everybody kept talking about her and stuff. So, like, one of the most things going around the Facebook groups and everything is, like, who's going to be the first to use the Shakira flip, you know?
I don't know. So I'm sure somebody will. I don't know. It's so many. I mean, I don't know how many people going to do it anyway, because next week is going to be another fight that everybody going to be talking about. And then the week after that is going to be another one. Like, there's constant shit going on. So as far as that goes, I don't know. I don't know if anybody going to spit that any bars or anything. But URL dropped 2 battles on Thanksgiving. I actually would like to talk about those battles. Like, did you have? I know you wasn't at either one. I was at both events, and you wasn't at neither. So it was your first time seeing those battles. What was your opinion on them, Jesse?
Well, I mean, Adi did his thing. But I gave Wavy, not every round. I could probably give Adi a round. Like, Adi lost that battle, but Adi did his thing. I do like how Wavy used ID Boom, but that's from Jesse Reekin himself. But and then John versus JC. I gave it to JC. The battle itself in a whole, I liked it, but I'm not a big fan of it. And it's not funny. I was talking to Tell earlier. He said it kind of jokingly, like it was missing the Don DeMarco, but in all truthfulness, it kind of was, yo. Like, if any battle deserved the Don DeMarco or, some hype to it, it would have been that battle, in my opinion. But I give it to JC.
Yeah, I kind of agree as far as the energy in the room really wasn't there. I felt that while I was actually at the spot, like, the energy kind of really wasn't the same. You know what I mean? I thought the battle was a decent battle in the room. I just didn't feel the energy was the same. I think I mentioned that in the behind the scenes I did right after with both of them after the battle. But I remember it being a tough crowd. And I think it could have came across better on footage. I wish it did, because I thought, like, I know JC bars came across a whole lot better on footage than it did in the room. Like on footage, JC actually possibly won that battle on footage, but in the room, I didn't think he won it. And but the energy just wasn't the same. Even when John's second round didn't come across the same on footage as it did in the room. And I think it wasn't as good as B&AB Magic, but I knew that already before the battle dropped. But I wish the energy was up a little bit, and I agree. A couple of times DeMarcos probably could have helped the situation a little bit, but the fans probably will kill me for saying that because they hate that shit. But I feel like Don DeMarco do a good job keeping the energy up in the room. Me personally. Like, if you've never been at an event, you wouldn't understand what I was saying. But, like, Don DeMarco does a good job keeping the energy up in the room. So you don't have those dead moments.
I mean, your opinion on Adi Boom versus Wavy? Because I know you were there for that one, too.
I thought that was a crazy battle. Wavy did his thing. Adi Boom did a good job, too. Adi Boom did a real good job, too. I thought Wavy just kept, I thought Adi would come with a solid round, but Wavy will come and spit his next round, and he'll just edge him each round. I thought he edged him each round in the room. On footage, it seemed like Adi might have won one of those rounds. I forgot which one it was, but I still gave the battle to Wavy. I like Wavy. Wavy did his thing that day. Adi did have a good showing, though, for his first PG. I want to see Adi back on the stage. Props to both of them. I think they put on a good battle. Jesse? Okay, I don't know what Jesse's doing right now.
My bad, man. I just got your text message. I think we do have to guess the hour on the queue right there.
Yeah, because you're falling asleep over there. I don't know what you're doing. But 613, Charron, you there?
How's it going? Yeah.
What's good with you?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
What's going on, Charron, man? Welcome to Battle Referee.
Yeah, thanks. Jesse and I have actually been trying to do this for for like 2 years. You know, he's been trying to get me on the show. Last time you guys had me on, technical difficulties and stuff. So yeah, I'm happy to be on.
Did Jesse tell you what happened last time you were supposed to be on?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let Jesse tell you about that later. But yeah, good. Thanks for coming on the show, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, nah, what up, man? You know, we'll do the history. I mean, when I first realized, you know, you battle rapping, it was kind of on the 2-on-2 with SoCon, when it was you and Tricky P versus SoCon and Cap Callis, right?
Yeah.
And you were like one of the first people to actually beat SoCon, which I thought was amazing, even though it was done on 2-on-2, because like SoCon was considered almost unbeatable at that time, right?
Yeah, he was pretty much that guy to beat.
So that, like, how did that come about, and, you know, how did that matchup come about, and did that help propel you to where you're at now?
Yeah, that matchup was pretty much just set up by, I think it was Rap Music on the forums there. I think SoCon or it may even been Tricky P and I were looking for an opponent, and it was kind of set up on one of the Rap Music threads. And yeah, it did help. That was pretty much my first American opponent. Besides, actually, I battled Surgeon General back when Grind Time was still active. And yeah, when I battled SoCon, I obtained a lot of new fans, and that's when a lot of people started realizing, you know, I had potential. And yeah, just kind of slowly worked my way up to where I am at this moment right now.
All right, and now, all right. So then we'll take a quick fast forward to your battle versus Arcane, and like you mentioned his a relative, his sister, right? But you didn't even mention it as a personal line. It was just as a bar, right?
Yeah, before the battle, Arcane and I actually spoke, and Nameless was a Grand Prix, so it's a tournament, and Nameless used a Dead Mother line, and he told me, you know, he doesn't want to hear that in this battle. Let's keep it rap. And you know, he claims this day, he said also don't use a sister line. I know I'm not calling him a lion saying he did it. I just didn't remember. I didn't actually. You know, there was no news that his sister passed away, just his mom. So, you know, it was back in, I think, 2010, and especially in King of the Dot, it was actually jokes over bars movement back then. So every battle, you know, I had like a mom or sister joke. So I made the attempt to do a sister joke, not non-death related. It was, what I said was, something about his sister's the biggest groupie. She gave the whole town dome, like the plot for the Simpson movie. And yeah, he got upset about it, and was complaining about it, and I didn't let it throw me off. I just kept rapping, just kind of like Arsonal when he was talking over and doing all the gimmicks. I just keep rapping and don't let it rattle me. But yeah, we spoke after, and I apologize. Obviously, I don't know if there is any lines in battle rap since there are no official rules, but in the future I would never, insult a dead relative. Also, but it's funny where people draw lines, because against DNA I was doing, jokes about his mom being in the wheelchair, but I just find dead relatives, I don't know, I find that's tasteless, and there's not really too much creative things you could do with it.
All right, and then your name also gets mentioned in a lot of King of the Dot battles. So does Corey Charron lie to people's faces?
Not usually. It was actually, it's funny, Bender, he kind of debuted that against Sketch Menace, where he was saying, Charron wrote some of your lines, or and if that's not the truth, Corey Charron lied to my face. And it's funny because the line didn't even get that much reaction, and no one thought much of it. It wasn't even quoted. And then Pat Stay said it, he rehashed it against, I believe it was against Marv 1, and then I had a battle later the next day because it's a 2-day event, so a few people did Corey Charron lied to my face line, so then I, freestyled last second, brought in a Corey Charron lied to my face, and ever since then it's kind of just been, I guess, a slogan or trademark, but no, I'm not lying to people's faces. Arsonal is actually lying to people's faces. He's claiming he's still undefeated when, I just 3-0'd him and don't flop.
Well, yeah, all right, let's get into that, too. Okay, You just had the battle with Arsonal. I mean, do you feel like he kind of took it too far too with like a shove in the face that way? I mean, it wasn't really that serious. It was just the paper to the face and the taking away the bandana. Do you think it was just because he was losing, or?
I mean, you really have to ask him what his intentions were, but if you notice, he didn't even start the pushing or shoving or even talking over my rounds until round 3. Round 1 and 2 was kind of, he was keeping it wrapped, but after round 2 was when he had his choke, which, obviously threw him off, and then I capitalized by rebuttaling about his choke, and also my round 2 was the best of the battle. So then it came to the 3rd round, and he knows he's down 2-0, so I feel like he was panicking and trying to make something happen to, throw me off and choke, and perhaps, 3rd round, as everyone knows, is the most important round since it's the last one people remember. So I think he was just hoping he could throw me off and perhaps salvage something, but I don't really know if he really took it too far. I mean, I remember watching the Fight Club battles back in the day. There's no touching. They're separated. Even in grind time, you lost points for that. So I try not to do that. I'm not too phased about what he did. I'm fairly easygoing. He threw a piece of paper in my face. I mean, it's really whatever. I just came there to rap. I mean, some people are claiming you can't win when someone punks you like that. I mean, obviously, he was, pushing me around, bullying me, but that kind of mentality is going to turn battle rap into WWF, where it comes out, is this a markout competition or a bar competition? And I mean, people are saying he punked me, but I don't really care. At the end of the day, I won 3-0 off bars.
It's funny though, but you did kind of mention one of the rebuttals, something about him violating the contract, right? Because it was a no touching contract.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So then, I mean, so at that point, do you get upset that Arsonal actually ends up getting paid afterwards with violating the contract? I mean, do you go to and say, he didn't go by the rules on this one? Or do you just take it as it is?
Well, I'm not really sure what was, specifically in the contract. And, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I was happy that I clearly won the battle, so I wasn't spiteful. And at the end of the day, I'm not really trying to take away, his pay or whatever. He obviously did this battle for the money. He didn't put too much effort into it. So I don't really care if he got paid or whatnot. We shook hands after the battle. He apologized for getting a little too touchy, and I apologized for, the pulling out the purple bandana. So, I mean, I'm cool with him after that. From as far as I know, he's cool with me, so there's no issues with us.
Can I ask you a question? What was your original plan with the bandana? Before, if he wouldn't have snatched it, what was your original plan? What was you going to do with it?
Yeah, it's funny. That's actually a good question. Daylight was supposed to be on the card, and he actually got held up by customs, I guess, because he has a face tattoo. They obviously asked him an extensive amount of questions, and he obviously didn't pass the test. So Daylight wasn't there, and basically what we had planned was Daylight was going to give me, the outfit he was wearing to, I believe, was Summer Madness, the one where Daylight was talking about clapping the place up or whatnot, the purple, I think it was like a wife beat or something. I was going to be wearing that, zip-up hoodie or something, and he was going to have give me that before the battle, and I was going to have the line, little did he know I was cripping the whole time, and then have that purple whatever muscle shirt on, and Daylight was going to put a Crip bandana that on my head and bless it and say it's official now, just as a joke, just because Arsonal, his last 2 don't flop battles were he picked on Shoddy Horror's dead uncle the whole time, DNA's dead dad the whole time, and I really thought he does the most. He's known as Mr. Disrespectful, so I'm like, what's the most disrespectful shit I could do to Arsonal to kind of neutralize it? Because I had no idea. He was, he brought out that picture of Pat Stay, so he was disrespectful against me. But that's the name of the sport, so that's the way I looked at it. And who knows what would have happened if Daylight was there and that went over? But yeah, it looks like we'll never know.
Okay.
All right. So before that battle, you battled DNA, right?
Yeah.
How does that battle come about, first of all?
Yeah, it was supposed to be me versus Shotgun Shug.
Right?
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't even make sense, me versus Shotgun Shug. It's, two polar opposites battling. I guess maybe that's what was so enticing to fans, to see what would happen in the ring. And it was mostly I think it pretty much stemmed from, once again, OTBVA or those battle rap forums who for some reason wanted to see me versus Shug. So Organic hit me up and was like, yo, Shug wanted to battle me. That was the thing at this point. Organic called me and said, Shug wants to battle you for World Dom 4, and I was like, all right, let's do it. And then Shug was, throughout the months leading up to it, he was claiming he could get in the country. He had no record or anything. And then about two weeks, before the event, he said, oh, actually, I have a blah, blah, blah charge, whatever it was, and I don't know how to get my passport. And he was just kind of, scrambling for excuses. So Organic realized it's not going to happen. And then about, I think it was, 8 or 9 days before, he set up DNA versus myself. And, we did that battle, and I'm very grateful it went down, because it was, kind of the battle that put me on the map for the American community, the Smack rappers and Smack fans watching it. And, it's obviously you guys have a lot of fans weren't too familiar with King of the Dot, so it actually, got me a lot more fans.
All right, well, you are on URL Battle Rap Arena, and there was a lot of smack shots thrown in that battle. Was that your true feelings, or?
Yeah, not at all. With battle rap, the way I look at it is you take it with a grain of salt. Like, a lot of these guys are talking about killing people, and that's really just up to the viewer to decide who, what to believe and what not to believe. And I've never actually, I believe the line you're talking about is, Smack does bad business and Summer Madness 3 is a flop, was one of the shots. And I've never spoken with Smack or even, you guys about business or anything, as we've never talked about setting up a match with me in the URL. So I have no idea how you guys talk about or handle business. I just remember before, a few days prior to the battle, I remember Charlie Clips, Cortez, all these people are putting out blogs, DNA, stating they were unhappy with the Summer Madness card. And, I was just kind of rehashing them, saying they're not happy with Smack's business. Loaded Lux had that song about my money and saying, Smack made a bad business opportunity. So I was just kind of rehashing what a lot of Smack rappers were saying. I personally don't know how he handles business. Obviously, you guys run a very successful league, so I'm sure he does fine. And Summer Madness 3, I felt like it actually was, something wasn't going to be, right. There was the math office situation. I knew a lot of people were upset about the lack of promotion, so it was just kind of a line that I thought, it was a shock value line, nothing like crazy lyrical about it, that I thought people would enjoy, and, it got reaction and it was coded.
Yeah, and then, something personal about you that we don't know neither, that, the viewers and stuff don't know is, Laura Tassari, is it so, annoying to hear how many times her name comes up in the battle? And, I don't know the whole story, I know the battles, rap version of the story, you know what I mean? I know Kruger's version, I know DNA's version.
Yeah.
Arsonal brought up 18 times,
Yeah, they should have a Tarzi count for that battle. Her name was brought up a lot.
Yeah. so they, is it annoying at that point too, the fact that her name comes up in every single battle you do, or is that just something that you have to learn to rebuttal?
You know what? It's probably more annoying for her than anything, because it's a lot of her personal life being aired out. I don't really care. Just, at the end of the day, a lot of DNA's best lines pretty much were, the Laura Tarzi shoddy line. So, it really puts another element into my battle rap character and persona. There's a whole Laura Tarzi situation. It's a played out angle, but it adds more to the battles. All the fans are aware about it, and each battle rapper usually has a good 1-2 about it. So it doesn't really annoy me. There's, Thesaurus, he gets a lot of face jokes, and, let's say Arsonal, School Bus, SpongeBob line. So there's a lot of rappers who have that played out angle, and it doesn't really bother me if you do it well. I didn't think Arsonal really did it that well. I thought DNA did it well. So as long as you're creative and add something different about it that other people haven't, I have no problem with you using it.
Now, you brought up an interesting name there, Thesaurus, and, I'm cool with Thesaurus on Twitter anyways. Like, me, but, I saw you guys went back and forth with each other. I guess he really didn't like the fact that you took out the purple bandana neither, and whatnot. I mean, is there a friendship there? Was that just back and forth trash talking, or what was that?
That's a good question as well. I have no idea, to be honest. Thesaurus and I, in the past we've had a lot of positive comments toward each other for each other's battles. I just posted, I thought he beat John, which, some people think John won. I posted on Twitter. I personally think Thesaurus got it. I think he definitely is a legend who's done a lot for the scene. And usually he gives, pretty positive comments for my battles. And just when he wrote that, it was kind of I just kind of viewed it as salty, where it's like he just watched, my best performance I've ever had against the most viewed in North America, and that's kind of all he gathered from it.
That was a great line that you said. My bad to cut you off, but you said just because you're the most viewed don't mean that you're nobody's favorite.
Yeah, what's the point of being the most viewed and you're no one's favorite? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I thought that was a good line. It was just a setup line, it was a setup to the Mortal Kombat line I had, and I think more people like that than my actual punchline. And it's funny, like some battle rappers will tell you that, like especially punchline rappers like B Magic, you write backwards, you write a punchline, and then you multi-stack, do setups, and sometimes your setups are actually better, and it's lines you never would have written. Another line I had, when you said I was taking shots at smack. I said smack. What was it? Smack rappers or bitches who can't admit that they lost. That was just I didn't even expect that to pop off at all. That was a setup. That was my fourth bar, and it was leading up to I forget it now, but I had a line about DNA, something, you rep Queens, so how could you be the king of the dot or something, but, I mean, I guess that line was better, so it's funny it worked out like that. But what was the original question? We kind of got sidetracked.
My bad, I cut you off. You were talking about the Thesaurus issue, that you guys went back and forth exchanging compliments.
Yeah.
And that
I don't know. I just kind of thought it was salty from his behalf that he watched my best performance and biggest matchup, and it was kind of all he gathered from it was, can someone inform Charron he's not a crip? It's like I was just doing it for entertainment wise. I only really did that to piss off Suge to get him to battle me, which he did, and then obviously Arsonal, since the whole Suge thing didn't happen, he was interested in battling me and Don't Flop. So at the end of the day, those antics got me the matchups that I never would have got. So I'm done with it. Obviously, right now it's just a ongoing joke. And I mean, Thesaurus, I got respect for him. It was just a Twitter exchange. A lot of things get lost in translation, especially on the internet. But I think we'll eventually battle someday, just because we're both some freestyle vets, so maybe sometime next year we'll battle.
Now you were on BET, right? And there was an event that happened of BET. There was something that happened there, right?
Yeah. I won the BET March Madness tournament. I believe you guys did an event freestyle. I forget what it was called, but Ill Will won it.
Ultimate
I did the. Yeah, Ill Will won that. He was real sick in that. And then I, won the March Madness thing, Blind Fury, Relly, some guys before were in, and, your offer, you get $5,000, which I received, and also, you get a spot on the BET Cypher, and I didn't really get contact from them until, I finally got a hold of them after it was already filmed, and they kind of just told me, basically we didn't want you on the Cypher, so I kind of made a Facebook status about it, and it pretty much went viral in the sense that someone put on Reddit, and it made top page for hip hop news. And then I put out a cipher verse just kind of to emulate it, black and white, in a warehouse, and that got featured in front page of Double XL's website right beside Rap God, the audio when it was on the internet. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think it actually may have worked out in my favor.
Yeah. Okay. So I that's funny too, the 5Gs, because that's another. I thought that was your best bar in the DNA battle too. Is when you said Arcane, me and you both got 5Gs without writing a single bar. I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like that. I saw the episode with Psycho, and when you guys had Arcane on and were grilling him about that, so I definitely knew you guys would appreciate that bar.
No, Arcane's cool. Arcane's cool people. Yeah. So Psycho and Norris went that up. You had, but in that battle also, you made a plea for the King of the Dot chain, and you kind of keep bringing it up too. Like, do you feel a certain type of way that you're not getting this shot? Because now, if I'm not mistaken, it's Disaster versus Paste for the chain again, and it's kind of like, do you feel like you keep getting overlooked, and do you feel offended by it, or?
Well, I can see where the staff was coming from when they set it up, because Disaster is the second most viewed in the world under Arsonal, and him and Pat Stay has been a dream match for the fans that people wanted for a while, and it was at a position where the staff thought, for the event, this would be the biggest draw. And, I don't really care too much about it. I think I did more work and deserved it more than Disaster, but, really all it just means is I'm not really one of those people who let, take things too personal and let it get to me. It just means I got a body someone at Blackout, and, battling the winner of Pat Stay and Disaster would obviously make a classic for the fans, so it just kind of forces me to, okay, if you don't want to give it to me now, look, I'm going to have to body someone else, and then you'll be forced to give it to me.
And if I'm not mistaken, Blackout is going to be the name of the battle rappers. It's not going to be this person versus that person. It's going to be nothing but surprise matches and just a list of battle rappers battling, right?
Yeah, it's an innovative idea, organic actually. I think he wanted to do it for the World Domination event that just happened, but he didn't feel like it was the time to do it. Now he feels like after that event is a success, he could afford to take a risk right now. And it's crazy because DNA and myself, if you notice, was from the whole World Domination event. I don't know how much you guys watch. There's the Charlie Clips, Holohan, and Arsonal Disaster. DNA and myself, we had the best crowd control and energy throughout the battle, because what happened was they showed in the intro where I came on stage, they're calling for Suge. He wasn't there, then a screen comes down and DNA's pops up, and he said, I don't know why DNA was saying that he's hopping on a plane from New York and getting there in 5 minutes. I thought that was kind of foolish, but he said that, and 5 minutes later he came on stage. And DNA versus myself is actually a more requested match than me versus Suge, so the fans were very excited to see that. And I think the staff kind of realized, after that classic battle with DNA and myself, that maybe that's what battle rap has been missing, where, people announce the matchups 2 months before the event, and then people are kind of already bored. They've already, figured out this guy's going to win, this is going to happen, and people kind of get bored. So now it's this rapper, all these rappers are going to be here, guess who they're battling, and then while they're battling, social media, everyone on Twitter, now it's, Clips versus blah 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 battling right now, and it's going to feel more live, and it's going to feel more spontaneous for the fans. So it's a risk. It may flop. The only way it really could flop would be attendance. If people were like, I don't want to go to this event if I don't know who's battling. But as long as the attendance is fine and up to par as before, I have a feeling this will be a new trend in King of the Dot, and I think some other leagues may experiment with it.
I actually like the idea myself, cause we discussed this on the show a lot. Sometimes the anticipation for these battles would be too much, and then and I think that's why a lot of the fans are disappointed in a lot of battles when a lot of battles drop, because it's too much hype behind it, and it's if they just got hit with the battles like they used to, back when before social media is the way it is, and you just happen to surf through YouTube, and all of a sudden, bing, there's a battle on your shit, and you just click on it and just watch. You ain't even know they battle, and so it's no anticipation. So
yeah, but you know what? I'm not that big of a fan. I'm not that big of a fan of the idea neither, though. But because it's kind of like, well, I'm not going to see a Mayweather versus Alvarez, Amir Khan. I'm gonna be surprised when I get there. I'm going to see Mayweather versus Canelo. So
that's true. That's true in one aspect, but another aspect, if you trust the brand that you're going to see, you trust the brand, and you got an idea that it's going to be an X amount of card. Like the anticipation of what the card is going to be alone is going to probably want to draw you to just go see too, because what if something crazy happens? What if some crazy battle happens that you didn't know was going down, and you could have been there?
I'm telling you guys, I know, obviously, I talked to the staff. I know about a few battles going down. Obviously, can't leak it, but there's some classics that people have been asking for. They're throwing some curveballs because, people are going to be guessing for a month or so who's battling. So they're throwing some things that people never guess. There's certain ones you think, oh, these guys are definitely battling. They're not. And to, kind of rebuttal the Mayweather aspect that you're bringing up, they already announced the main event. It's Pat Stay versus Disaster. That's the Mayweather battle. You don't really care usually about the undercard and boxing, So everyone knows this is the big battle. And now we have, I guess it's kind of disrespectful to call it an undercard because there's so many great battlers on it. But now it's kind of just, you got your Mayweather fight. Now now you're putting the pieces of the puzzle together of who are all these people battling, and people are going to be on stage. For the people in attendance, I think they're going to have the names on a big screen and like a Rolodex, and it's just going to pop up, boom, Charron. The fans are going to start screaming. I walk on stage. Now they got to guess who it is, and then I can't leak my opponent, but blah blah blah, this guy. And then now the fans, it just feels so in the moment, and the fans feel kind of like a part of it, like, oh, we're watching this all take place right in front of our eyes, instead of, all right, well, now it's time for this battle, and I think this guy's going to win. Now it's kind of just all happening at once.
I think it's a good idea. Like you said, I think Twitter's going to be blowing up and everything while the battles are going on. I think it's a good idea. I like it. It's something different.
Would you guys ever think of doing that for URL if this turned out to be a success for social media and the fans involved?
I mean, we always open and try something new or whatever, But I definitely like the idea, Like I'm interested in seeing how King of the Dot pulls this off. I want to see. I'm interested myself to see how it goes down. But I can see it having a good reaction just because of what you said. Like, so the main event is announced already. So you got one main battle already, and it's like anything else after that is like, extra. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like you said, nobody pays in boxing to see the undercard anyway. So not saying no disrespect to the undercard, people that's battling, but you got your main draw. You got your main draw announced, and that's the main thing. I think it could work. Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of big names. Organic, I think he just made a thread about a post about who do you want to see Charlie Clips battle. So I think they're going to start announcing who's going to all be on the card. But it's going to be a lot of the same battlers that people see, and then there's also going to be some people making their King of the Dot debuts. So it's really going to be interesting because there's going to be some curveballs that you guys are not going to guess some of these battles, and it's interesting to see how they're going to turn out because there are some big style clashes.
Because, I mean, if you think about it, think about Gnome 3 for a second. If everybody knew Hollow Surf was going to be the main event and didn't tell everybody the rest of the battle, can you imagine what the reaction would have been when they saw the actual people that was about to battle in the building? Jesse, like, when they first seen it?
I hear what you're saying. I hear what both of you guys are saying, but I'm just not a fan of it, and I understand everything too, but I mean, I'd rather get amped for matches too, and Big T versus K-Shot on the card too. Like you get
Jesse likes all right. Jesse likes talking about it on the show for like a month before the battles actually happen. Jesse gets into all that.
That's another thing too, though. Like, how does that do for promotion too? Because it does. Like, how you want to promote who your opponent is? It's your own. Like,
we'll be catching the back end of it because everybody be grilling us. Come on, Psycho, come on. Tell us at least a person that's going to be there. Like, they'd be killing us.
Oh no, we're going to announce on the King of the Dot channel. Battle Rappers are going to be doing blogs where, like, I'll be doing a blog, stating who I'm battling, and as will other people. So you're going to know every battler that's on the card. There's going to be no surprises where you show up to the event and Iron Solomon or whoever's making their comeback. If Solomon's battling or if whoever's battling, you're going to see a blog, and you're going to know they're going to be promoting all, Disaster versus Pat Stay featuring such battlers as blah, 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 and the whole list will be there. So if you're a fan of the battler, there's no reason that you're not going to show up just because you don't know the matches.
See, here's what, all right, but here's my whole problem with this too, right? All right, there's one card, there's a card coming out in January. Adi Boom versus A-Verb and Sway versus Rosenberg Raw. And now, I want to see Adi versus Verb. Hopefully it's a good battle. Sway versus Raw, I hope it's a good battle too. But, you see them saying, oh, Sway's like, I'm battling on this card. You have a blog from Verb saying, I'm battling on this card. Rosenberg saying, I'm battling on this card. Adi saying, I'm battling on this card. Like, we're all hoping for Verb versus Sway. But then you get to the event, and it's Verb versus Adi. And this is exactly what could happen at this King of the Dot card. And that's just how come I'm not that huge of a fan of what he's trying to do. But, I mean, we'll see. I might be wrong.
Jesse, if they said Verb Adi's going to be on the card like a month before the event, is that going to change anything? Like, you just know sooner than, like, it's not going to change the battle. It's not like the battle's going to change. I mean, they still want to battle.
But what I'm saying is, what if Verb comes out solo saying, yeah, I'm going to be on the card? Adi said, yeah, I'm going to be on the card. Now you have Swave saying, yeah, I'm going to be on the card. You're hoping to go to see Verb versus Swave, and you end up with Verb versus Adi, which is still a good battle, but now your anticipations are shot low because you were expecting something else.
Yeah, but, I definitely agree where you're coming from, and some fans may be uneasy about purchasing tickets when they're expecting certain matches, and they may feel let down, but sometimes the best matchups are DNA and myself was the best matchup of World Dom, and that wasn't supposed to happen, so sometimes random matchups end up being better, end up being the classics where the ones that you wanted to see didn't always turn out. Sometimes there's too much hype. I find the thing about battle rap is kind of getting boring these days where people expect so much. I have a feeling people are going to say Hollow to Dawn and Loaded Lux was a disappointment just because the expectations are way too high. They want to see something they've never seen before, where they're, if Loaded Lux and Hollow to Dawn weren't ranked as high as they were and this battle happened, people would be praising it, but now that it's so high up, people are going to be like, they could have done better.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is going to add some excitement into battling.
Thank you. I've been saying that for months. I thought it was just me.
It's going to be. You're going to hear on Twitter that it was a letdown or whatnot, but I mean, they're two of the best in battle rap. So I know they're. Who do you guys think's going to win, Hollow or Lux?
When I thought the battle was down to Southern Madness, I was saying that. Like I've been saying that for a long time. Like they're putting way too much. Way too much anticipation with this battle that it got me nervous that people are going to just not like it, regardless of what they go about there saying. They're just not going to like it. And,
I also don't think Hollow and Lux should happen because I feel like there should always be that mega match that the fans could dream about and wonder what would happen, whereas I feel like when this happens, it's like, what now? Like, that's literally the...
What now, right? I was thinking that, too.
For non-famous battle rappers, like, you could bring back Immortal Technique or someone, but for, actual battle rappers who don't have music careers, Loaded Lux, Hollow to Dawn are the top two. You can't really debate that in terms of popularity. So once this happens, now what? You set up, say, Loaded Lux versus Verb, and people are like, it's not as good as Hollow and Loaded Lux, and it kind of, it may spoil the fans.
I agree.
I agree with that. You said who do you think is going to win? I used to say Hollow, but I'm leaning towards Lux. I think Lux 2-1.
Yeah, it's hard to call.
I'm gonna go the opposite. I think Hollow 2-1. I know I'm gonna get killed for saying that, but I'm going.
I think Hollow 2-1 as well. I don't think it's possible for either one of them to get 3-0'd. I'll be really surprised if someone wins 3-0.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think nobody's getting bodied.
Maybe one round someone will get bodied, but no, they're just both so skilled that they're not going to get beat that bad. But I just feel like Hollow just has a little more experience. I don't think Loaded Lux is going to use his Preacher style that he used on Calico. I think he's actually going to switch it up because I think, he probably thinks people may predict him to come that way. So I think he's actually going to come a more bar approach and, less theatric. So we'll see how it turns out. Who knows? But definitely going to be getting the pay-per-view for that one.
I just got a tweet. Fan wanted me to ask you, do you think the stunt that Ars pulled will be the new angle that certain battle rappers come at you with?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, people definitely could have some great lines about that. And, my opponent at Blackout 4 will probably use that. And like I said about the Laura Tarzi thing, it's not something that phases me. It'll just make the battle better. At the end of the day, really, it's like you're trying to put on classics for the... I'm also trying to rip off someone's head when I'm battling. I do like bodying people, but fans really want to see classic battles, and angles like that could give people the haymaker lines that they probably would be lacking without angles. So as long as someone does it clever and has, good wordplay or a funny thing about it, I don't really mind. I personally think people are going to use it more towards Arsonal, where it's like, Calico pulled out a flag on you, you didn't do anything, then Charron did it, and all of a sudden, you're a tough guy. So I really think it may be more detrimental to him in terms of damaging lines.
Okay. All right, you want to get to some fan questions? Because we got a lot of calls here. Want to ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's what's up. Let's go, 760, you there?
Yeah, what's good, man?
How's it going?
Yeah, actually, that's really, really crazy and kind of creepy that you had mentioned the Hollow and Lux, because I'm obviously anticipating it, but at the same time, especially since it's happening on UW, nothing really feels right about it anymore too. It's oh yeah, it's gonna go down, but I don't think it's gonna live up to the hype how y'all were describing. And plus, after it goes down, it's honestly, what are we are we gonna be what else is there really gonna be there to
We're gonna have to bring legends back.
Right. And then off of that, of course, Hollow's probably gonna take it, LOM. But with the I wanted to ask Charron, I can't think of it right now. Man, I'm just kind of fanning out right now. This is Charron from...
Yeah, you could pull an Arso. You could just pull out your phone right now if you're choking and just read off
it's crazy because, I don't know, this is so cool, to have, battle rap, where you can talk. It's motherfucker, I've watched, 100 videos of yours and shit like that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, whatever you want to ask, man. Go for it.
Oh.
Don't worry. Yo, we could get back to you, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, man. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
We'll come back to you.
All right, man. I appreciate it, though. Man. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
He choked on the question.
He was joking hard, too. He's like, hold up. Give me a minute.
I thought he was going to do a psych like Arsonal did. Psych, I'm not sure.
You couldn't rebuttal that?
What did you say?
And I said, Charron, you couldn't rebuttal that? He just choked.
Yeah, I said you could. You should have wrote the question on your phone and pulled an Arsonal.
Oh, word, you did.
Let's try 314. You there? 314. You there? Okay, showed you? Yeah, what's good, man? Yeah. Alright, let's go. 347, you there?
Yo, what up?
What's good, man?
Relaxing, man. What up, Charron?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Big support of your work you doing on the stage, man. When you out there performing, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Me personally, when you went against Arcane, me personally, I think you beat him. You know what I mean? Because your rebuttals was fucking insane in that battle. People say, oh, DNA battle rebuttals, but like in that battle, you was going, and not only your rebuttals, but like all 3 of your rounds was consistent, and you was and all 3 of your rounds, you had like different angles coming at him. You know what I mean? Me personally, I feel like that. You know, you edged him each round. So I think in that battle, you clearly got jerked. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, you know what I mean, you've been like the 9 of the KOD chain for some reason.
Yeah, thanks. You know, it's crazy how it works out with judge battles, because you know, after I thought I beat Arcane, as did most of the fans. So that the thing that sucks about judge battles, when you get jerked, the fans kind of rally behind you and they're like, oh, you should have won that. Then they cheer for you. And I've had some matches where I battled Real Deal and Fresco, and I kind of thought it was a 2-on-2 HFK and I did, and I kind of thought they won and we won the decision. And then all the fans like, yeah, no, Charron, them sucked. They lost that battle. So I mean, that's why we kind of the fans have their own opinions, and as much as I like to see a winner in battles, it's like you could just pick your own winners now. Like, you know, with promo battles, the fans could just choose. It's very subjective. So yeah, appreciate that you thought I won.
Yeah, but people got to think is, I think even when you did live, some people do have favorites and stuff like that. Because I even see when people judge battles and then a few months later after the battle dropped and then they watch it on YouTube, and then next thing you know, they put up a blog, oh, I thought this person really won it, even though when I was there, they you know what I mean, you know, they get somebody else. And it's like, damn, you know what I mean, you know, you done mess up, you know what I mean, homie's record or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, no, sometimes I watch battles live. Like, for instance, one was Roan and Nils. I thought Nils won live. But sometimes it just doesn't translate the video. There's certain people that don't live, they don't really work out too well. Then on video, they just look so much more polished. And at the event, obviously there's biased reactions, and sometimes it definitely does get to you when you're judging and you had a few drinks, you're drunk. So there's certain people that work better at venues and certain people that work better online. That's kind of why judging's kind of been thrown away, because a lot of these robberies, people agreed at the venue, this guy won, and then when it comes online, it's a whole different battle.
Exactly, though. No, but there's one battle I wouldn't mind seeing you do, man, if this guy still battles Madness.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think you and Madness will put on a show, though, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be down to do that. I really just want to do battles that fans want to see and will be entertaining matchups. And you know, Madness is he's been doing it for a while. He's funny, so I would definitely battle with him someday.
Mm-hmm. All right, yo, keep doing your thing, though, man. So, but hold on, yo, Psycho, I agree with you on the Mr. Wavy and Addy Boom battle. I think like you said, each round, Mr. Wavy just he just edged it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Addy Boom, he came with the whole package: performance, bars, delivery. You know what I mean? Everything you want. But it's like Mr. Wavy, his whole demeanor was so smooth, and every time he hit a bar, it would just hit harder. You know what I'm saying? And I think he just edged him every round. You know what I'm saying? And even like you said, you was there live. I wasn't. So like even when I watch it on YouTube, it's like every round I feel like he just edging each round over and over. You know what I mean? And like and that John and JC battle, it was no lie. I watched it one time, man. Tell the truth, I couldn't really stomach it like that. And like for first watch, I give it to John. Only line I remember from JC was the whole Django line, you know what I mean, about your house looking like Django or whatever. That's it, really. I don't really feel like JC was really saying anything, but it's like he was just rapping. That's it. And John was actually battle rapping. You know, if you feel like I'm coming from.
Yeah, I feel you saying.
You know what I mean?
I feel you, Dad. You feel like JC had more like mixtape type bars?
Yeah, he was just like, he was just rapping. He was just like some random shit. It's not like he was out there throwing random punches. He was just throwing random lines. It was like some regular, like, I'm on the roof chilling, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That is my personal opinion.
I feel you.
Keep it to the show. Keep doing your thing, homie.
I'm gonna get killed for this question. What, Charron? If you get offered to come on the URL, but on the PG, like on the PG stage, would you do it, or would you be offended? And is that like a definite no?
The way I look at it is, I'm not trying to classify myself as someone who's above those PG guys, but I do represent, even though I'm not the champion, I am a prominent figure in King of the Daw. I'm one of the top battlers, definitely in most people's top 5 for Canadians. So being one of the top Canadians going on the proving grounds, I actually feel it's more disrespect to Organic than myself, where it's saying, obviously every league's competing, so it's kind of just saying, hey, your top guy, he's only good enough. He has to try out for our league. He's not good enough to go with our main dog. So I would have no problem doing a PG battle, as I'll battle anywhere. I've battled in Australia, where it has about 2,000 subscribers. So obviously I'd get a lot of views on PG, but I feel that would be disrespectful to Organic, and I wouldn't really be interested in doing that. But if I was offered a battle on the main stage, I would do it, and I'd definitely try my best, as I do every battle.
Let me start off with the killing of Jesse. Jesse, stop with that craziness. No, he wouldn't have to do a PG battle, Jesse. So why you threw that question out there, because everybody gonna be like, Charron, why the fuck is Charron gonna be? Nobody's asking Charron to do a PG battle. Let me put that out there. I don't know what Jesse was thinking about. Crazy question.
I'm battling Ill Will in Colorado in April, so he kind of just graduated from the PG class, so maybe we could count that as...
You battled Arsonal, you battled DNA, your profile's big enough. But let me say this, though. The PG guys, it's not because their skills isn't good enough to be on the main stage. That's not why they're actually in the PGs. They're in the PGs because they're not as known they're not a draw. They're not a draw yet, so they just did just to pretty much just build up their name, as far as so they can actually be a draw. But you already built up your name, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But it's more about name than skills. It ain't even. So it's not that.
I would definitely do a URL battle if I was offered. I don't know if I have no idea if the crowd would be receptive to it or whatnot. They actually, they were giving Disaster a chance. I rate Disaster a lot. I think he's great. I didn't think he did that well against T-Rex, but we'll see. I feel like I'd have to do a different approach for the battle. So, I think a lot of people would be interested to see how I do on URL.
Yeah, it's a rough crowd. It's a rough crowd.
Yeah, no, they definitely like to boo, and I've never really dealt with a hostile crowd like that before, so we'll see if the time comes.
Yeah, you know what's surprising? That they're not as hostile as you think. They they could get restless, but
at the end of the day, they want to be entertained. At the end of the day, and if you get up there and you do your thing, you can win them over. They can be won over. It's not like as soon as you step on the stage, they're just going to booing you. They give you a shot.
They're giving people a fair chance, and I definitely think they would. They gave Disaster a fair chance, and they didn't. I don't think they even actually booed him until he started freestyling near the end of round 3. So I think they would. I just don't know if they'd really be receptive to my material. I know they like. This is why I think online a lot of people are going to think Ill Will won the battle, because he could do all those gun lines. That'll get a lot of reaction, whereas I can't really do any. So he's going to do that. He's also, as a person, bigger than me, so could do the whole clowning, I'm going to beat you up and stuff, where I can't do that to him. And it seems to be the Smack crowd, they really like those lines the most, where, you know, random punchlines and similes and character assassinations I still will like, but they really like hearing that, you know, the gun similes and, you know, how you're going to, you know, hurt someone and damage them. So, you know, I think I'd be at a disadvantage because, you know, of my stature. I can't talk about beating people up, or, you know, I don't obviously use guns or anything like that. So it would be a difficult battle for me.
You could flip that though, because that could be a advantage actually, because like he can't, because certain things that Will can't say to you for the same reasons. Like,
yeah, no, that's true.
He can't just come at you with certain bars saying that you're a fake thug and you be in the street trying to do this, that. Like, he got to come at you with a different angle. So it's like...
Yeah, no, it's definitely true.
So it's you know, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-eded sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
definitely, I do agree. I would have to go 110%.
Charron's trying to flip it on you. He's trying to sound like that on the radio now. So when he goes and kills Will, then everybody's gonna be like, "Oh wow, he killed Will, and he was so humble, when like on the radio."
I mean, I don't think I'll kill Will. I think he's real hungry and he's dope. I hope we put on a classic, and we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely gonna, like I said, I try my best every battle. So we'll see what happens. I definitely do respect Ill Will, and it's gonna be a good battle on neutral grounds. Shout out to Speak Green for setting it up.
Okay, that's what's up. And you mentioned something about judge battles earlier. Like, what's your opinion about judge battles? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think they're necessary? Do you think every league should do them? Like, what's your opinion about judge battles?
It's kind of a love-hate relationship for me, just because there's so many bad decisions. There's, you know, battle rap is so subjective. I used to be all about, I remember even posting on Facebook back in the day, I'd never do promo battles back in, you know, the 2010 era, but it's gotten to this point where it's like, why should 5 people dictate the whole, you know, the whole battle world's opinion, especially when everyone's drinking and there's biased reactions and everything. I really think it's at this point where, you know, you perform, the other person performs, and something like Hollow to Dawn and Sue Surf, I see a lot of people saying Sue Surf won, a lot of people thinking Hollow won. I thought Sue got the first, Hollow got 2 and 3, but the battle was very close, and if you think Sue Surf won, I'm not really going to debate it with you, because everyone's entitled to their opinion on close battles like that. So had that been judged, someone would have taken an L, and then the dislike ratio would definitely be worse. Certain people wouldn't want to watch it again, where they'd be like, nah, I'm not trying to watch this back because that was a robbery, so it affects the views. So at this point, just, you know, it saves us from a lot of unnecessary bullshit.
Yeah. Like because you have to have judge battles over King and Dot, because y'all actually have a champ over there. So, and the only way to have a champ is to actually judge the battle. So
yeah, exactly. Like they pretty much have the title match judge, but that's about it. But yeah, when there is a title on the line and judged, it does make it more interesting for the fans live. Like when I was watching Pat Stay and Arcane, it's a different atmosphere when there's something on the line as opposed to 2 people just performing. But, you know, a lot of people thought Arcane won that one too. So, you know, it's very hard to, and Pat Stay won unanimous. So it's hard to judge. Everyone has their own opinion.
I like that they do put the judges on the hot seat and make them explain themselves. I do like that. I don't like the whole behind-the-scenes judging, like how Fight Club used to do it and everything else, and you don't know who judged what or said what, everything else. Like, so I do like the fact they put the judges on the hot seat. Let's see.
And if for anyone that was there live, Pat Stay definitely did win live. It's very hard to beat him because the fans love him so much out there. Watching it back, I kind of do think Arcane edged it out. But live, I would have voted for Pat Stay too. So maybe video judging in the future. But yeah, you have to award a champion there. So there's really no perfect way to do it.
Yeah, there's no perfect science to it. There really isn't. That's the problem with it. That's the problem with it. There's no perfect science to it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no perfect science to it. That's the problem with it. That's the problem with it. There's no perfect science to it. There's really isn't. That's the problem with it. There's no perfect science to it. That's the problem with it. There's no perfect science to it. Let's see. Let's go. 561. You there?
Yo, peace. Do that man on Twitter. What's poppin', family?
Hey, what's up?
Huh?
Charron, my G. Part of my brother from another Jesse, man, when he came at you with that PG talk. You know, come on. I mean, this man. I mean, this man just beat Arsenal in DNA. You know what I mean? Let's keep it always funky. You know what I'm saying? And you Arsenal fans, listen. Let's keep it real, people. Charron 3-0 this man. 3-0. I ain't saying no body bag, but if we doing like boxing, Charron edge every motherfucking round. You feel me? Sure, I fuck with you, my G, because I see you building your resume, and for a cat to beat DNA and Arsenal, yo, that speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
yeah,
I don't know if people no doubt, my G. No, I don't know if people realizing this. DNA been in a slump lately, dog. He lost his last 4 battles, if you think about it. Pass.
It's been an up and down. It's been an up and down year. It's been an up and down year for DNA. I would say that it's been up and down. I
thought he lost to B Magic too.
I've seen him at his best and at his worst this year, so it's been an up and down year for him.
He got beat up by passwords, my G. I mean, holy shit. Passwords that work. You know, let's just keep always funky and shit, man. Passwords. I want passwords over here, Psycho. Passwords need to be on the URL. I don't want to see on URL stage, my G. I fucks with passwords so heavy.
I think he'd do well.
He would.
Yeah.
And
I like passwords.
Charron, listen, man. You ain't got to worry about coming over here talking gun lyrics. You just write your bars and how clever you do it. Don't get it fucked up. Not everybody that watches Smack, we don't want to hit gun bars. Because, for instance, I think, and Jesse, pardon me when I say this, T-Rex is a legend, but I wish the fuck he would switch up his fucking pattern. I mean, gun bar. And it's like, how many times you gonna kill a motherfucker? And it's just like, the execution behind the rhymes of how you killing people is getting played the fuck out. I think a battle rappers need to really switch up their format. And I think cats like you, Passwords, Remy, just cats like that, Pat Stay, who I fucks with. And Charron, if you cool with Pat Stay, tell that cat, yo, we fucks with him. We just want to see you battle out of Canada one time. This one time, we want to see you battle out of Canada, my G. You know what I'm saying?
I do agree with that. I mean, he still hasn't been to Don't Flop. He's battled a few times in Sweden. Like you said, I respect Pat Stay too. I think he's definitely one of the best, but he's just loved too much at home, where he's going to do well anytime he performs in Toronto because they'll react to anything he says.
I agree with that, my G. First, I agree with what you said. I think Arcane beat Pat Stay, but to the battle rap community, we're not going to give Arcane a vote of confidence, or, you know what I'm saying, because him supposedly have ghostwriters or whatever the fuck that was going on, whatever. So to me, in that battle, it just felt like they said, Pat Stay, you just spit whatever the fuck you want to say. We're not going to let this cat win. That's just my opinion. Because Arcane had better lyrics that time going against Pat Stay. Because I actually think Pat Stay's a fucking beast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's sick.
Psycho and Jesse, help me out here. B Magic is battling. Oh, excuse me. I want to rewind to JC right quick. JC confuses me. Because every time I think this cat is taking 4 steps forward, he takes 2 steps back. Like, you had a goodie 1-round battle. I hate 1-round battles, first of all. You had a goodie with Charlie Clips, and then you lost 100 bullets. Come on, now, nigga. You lost 100 bullets. And John questionable against John. You having questionable battles with John and Don? Come on, man. I just don't understand that for the sake of me. And I'm going to tell you right now who I rally behind right now. I think B Magic is going to be a motherfucking problem. If he's not already, I don't know how you feel about B Magic, but I think that boy is a fucking
wait. I got to cut you off real quick.
B Magic is the best in Smack right now.
You think he's going to be a problem? I thought he was a problem.
No, he's a problem. I just think he's taking that next step, my G. You feel me? He's taking that next step. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny. I watched a lot of his battles over the weekend. Him and Heartless. I thought Heartless beat him. I thought Real Deal beat B Magic too, but he beat Chilla. He beat Charlie Clips to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and let me ask y'all a question about Charlie Clips and Susha. Who y'all got winning that battle?
Oh, man, that's gonna be rough. I don't know, man.
Right now. If Charlie Clips don't fuck around and do jokes 24/7, Charlie Clips could be the best battle rapper in this motherfucker, but
listen, Charlie's an animal. Charlie's a fucking animal, son.
He's a beast. I agree with totally, but I don't want him shucking and jiving with Sue Surf in front of him, because you know Sue Surf gonna come with his bats. Yeah, you Sue Surf fans, I'm calling it out right now. I got Charlie Clips 2-1 over your boy Sue Surf. He battles once a year, even though I'm glad he's battling, back-to-back, because he's battling fucking Clips in December, and he's battling somebody in UW, I think. Is he battling, is he battling? Huh?
Don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. I know nothing about that card. I don't know who's battling.
My bad, Mikey.
I know one battle. I know the people that I know about as much as you know.
Okay, that's what it is. But and I think Charlie Clips gonna take that 2-1, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And JC and Tay-Rock, I think that's gonna be a fucking hell of a battle, my dude. I think that's gonna be a hell of a battle. I'm gonna go with Tay-Rock on there. Tay-Rock. I'm gonna go if he could chill out with the fucking this light shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And Charron, are you battling Ill Will? Is that official?
Yeah, I'm going to be. Well, I was actually supposed to battle him in Orlando, February something, but it got switched because it was too close to his UW battle. So we're doing it Colorado, April 20th.
Okay. And I did like the ID Boy and Mr. Wavy. I thought that was a good ass battle. I had Mr. Wavy winning that 2-1. And Psycho and Jez, let me ask y'all: is it me or Wavy's flow? I'm just talking about his flow, not his bars. His flow. You know, remind you of Surf a little bit.
I gotta watch him again. Just see what you're talking about. A little bit, maybe. His swag is a little bit different than Surf, so maybe I gotta go back and watch it again. Just to see if I see what you're talking about.
That's what it is. Well, Charron, my dude, I hope you know what I'm saying? Yo, like I said, my G, for you to beat DNA Arsonal, I think that's good on your resume. Keep doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? People do fuck with you in all kind of races. We fuck with you. We don't care about that white, black, Spanish shit. We do want good motherfucking battles. If you go up in there and squash a bitch, we will go on Twitter, we will come call this show and give you a fucking pop. That's how we move around here, my G. You feel me?
Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Who do you want to see me battle next, though?
You already know, man. Salute to everybody out there. Holla at your boy, man.
You okay? You letter, man. Yeah, it's your pleasure.
Yo.
Yeah, who do you want to see me battle next?
Who I want to see you battle next?
Yeah.
Yo, I'd like to see you and Pat get it in.
Pat Stay?
No, not Pat Stay. Passwords or Pass. Excuse me.
Oh, Passwords. Yeah, we should maybe on the Fresh Coast I could come out there and do that.
I'd like to see you battle him. I'd like to see you and Big K get it in, because Big K is another cat. See, this is what I don't understand about Big K. You Big K, my dude, you can't have a classic yet. I think you and Ilmac had a classic battle. This is what I'm talking about. You can't take 2 steps back now. The pressure's on for you to step to the plate. It's prime example of K-Shine. K-Shine had beat John. He had beat DNA. You know, that's another cat who beat DNA. That's 4 in a row right there I'm talking about. But you beat DNA, and then you went step backwards instead of going forward. You lost to Arsonal. You got washed by Big T. The point I'm making, I don't want to see battle rappers. You should be progressing every battle. You know what I'm saying? And I hope Road to Lux and Howard of Don. Let me say this real quick before I go. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. That battle should be on Smack. I don't know. Yeah, UW, I know you got that battle. That battle should be on URL with Smack standing in front of both them cats, and they getting busy. I think I got Lux winning for now. 2-1, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon like everybody else does, who crowns Lux the fucking GOD battle. He's not the GOD battle. I'm so sorry. You can battle once every fucking 2 years, and niggas crown you like you that dude. You have to be active battling. You know what I'm saying? But Charron, I'll let you and Passwords get it in. I think Pat Stay's going to wash Disaster, too. I'm telling you, he's going to wash Disaster. He's going to really wash him. Disaster don't be moving me for some odd reason. After that battle with DNA, it's like his battles have not moved me as a fan. So he better be careful because Pat Stay do get at work. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, Charron, like I said, man, we fucks with you. Like to see you get it in, man. Don't lose no battles, my G. Just give us bars. That's all we care about is fucking bars over here, my dude.
All right. Much respect.
All right. Peace out, yo.
All right. Thanks for the call. All right. Let's see. Let's go 816, yeah?
What's up?
Yeah, I was good.
What's going on, Corey Charron?
Hey, what's up, man?
Chilling, man. Three-letter man stole all my fire. He hit all my points. But
what's that, sir?
I said three-letter man, the last caller. He stole most of my points.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask you, bro. Perfect person to ask, and that's what was on my mind with three-letter was talking about as far as Arcane and Pat Stay, like. When you talk about robberies, like, I understand everything that went on, but you said in the room it was different, so I got to take that into consideration. But when you watch that footage, that was a 3-0.
Yeah, I agree. I thought on footage it was 2-1 because Arcane slipped up, but live, just Pat Stay, the way he commands a room is charisma. It doesn't fully translate to video, but if you're in the room, like, everyone's laughing at every line. He draws you in. Where Arcane was rapping, and that translates to camera. Arcane was rapping circles around him, and I do think on camera he won, but live Pat Stay was just really clowning him. And it's weird because on video a lot of Pat Stay's lines look corny, like a lot of his jokes, but live, like, it had everyone laughing.
Yeah, bro, like, some of Pat Stay's lines, like, to me, they were literally, like, on some ABC 1, 2, 3. But the crowd just went ape shit, though. And I'm like, I'm scratching my head, like, really?
Yeah, and I mean, I'd be interested to see what happens if he tried that outside of Canada, but, man, in Toronto, it's so hard to beat Pat Stay. He knows what he's doing. He knows what the crowd expects of him. He knows what makes people react, and for the most part, he has solid bars to back up his jokes. So, Disaster and everyone else that wants to get the chain, you're really going to have to construct a solid game plan to beat Pat Stay in Toronto.
I agree, and just want to compliment you on your, like everybody else is saying, against DNA and Arsonal. But what you did to Arsonal, like, my thing is, he pulled out that paper in the third, and it just really wasn't going over well with the crowd. And it's like, I feel like he tried to mush you like that because in his mind, he knew lyrically he was getting his ass whooped. Bar for bar, he knew he was getting destroyed in that motherfucker. So,
yeah, it was kind of just like a last attempt to maybe convince some people he won because he punked me, but I've never really claimed to be that kind of guy that that'll start a fight in the battle or anything. So I just didn't get fazed by it.
Yeah, and then so I guess this real quick, this kind of correlates to Pesci and Daylight. Like, Daylight did the whole ball sweat thing. Ha ha. Okay, but but I mean, as far as bars go, Pesci was smacking Daylight around, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for that situation because that was the first thing that happened in the battle. Pesci didn't even get a chance to rap yet, and there's ball sweat on his face before he even spit a bar. So I personally think, no, I'm not even trying to clown him. I was just like saying, like, the Arsonal situation that happened at the end of round 3, where people already saw me kill him for 2 rounds, where Pesci, I thought he won the battle. He had some great lines at Jadakiss bar, NyQuil, but people saw that first, so they don't really remember his bars. They just remember that. But Pesci's one of the best writers in Canada, and he did well in Don't Flop, and he's going to do well in his future battles. It was just unfortunate that kind of overshadowed all of his bars.
Right on. And then I just got a couple more things, y'all. Charron, just your rebuttal game, your freestyle game, like, to me there's only a certain few just in battle rap period that can do it fluidly, and it just hits. Like, you, Charlie Clips, you got your DNAs, you got your Disasters, you Hollow the Dons. I mean, really skillful freestyle and rebuttaling. And I just wanted to say, like, I kind of think well, I guess you could say as far as smack crowds go, like the rebuttals and the freestyle, it's not really looked on as the skill that it truly is. Like, to me, that'll sway a battle. Like, for example,
when Disaster battled Cortez. And I think it was the second round when Cortez, that was almost the middle of his round, when he flipped the apple farmer rebuttal. You know, the apple farmer flip. And that was, to me, like, I almost wanted to just stop the shit. It was just crazy. Like,
yeah, Disaster is one of the best. He's so weird. Like, no one writes like Disaster. He spit me his bars before his battle. He doesn't, like, I have bars usually memorized in certain orders. Like, I'll have certain schemes I could switch around to do rebuttals, but he has nothing memorized. He just has this bar, that bar, and he just, like, swaps through it as he goes. So it's like, it's crazy. No other battle rapper does it. So he's really on another level than that. But he's starting to realize that the fans, they're getting bored of it. They want to hear constructed rounds, like, cohesive themes. So I really think now he's going to start maybe doing the rebuttals at the beginning of the round and at the end of the round, and have like a whole solid topical verse for the fans.
For sure. But I'm gonna just run down, these couple past battles how I feel. To me, I want to say Adi Boom beat Wavy. I don't see how people give Wavy the 2-1. I just don't. I feel like Wavy started cooking like in the middle of that second and that third. I feel like Adi got that first. I mean, come on. But Charlie Cliff the Surf, that's, hey, people, I mean, Surf got his cult following, but I'm not going to say people are sleep on Surf, but I just feel like Surf don't come in here cooking. I feel like Surf, like, he's I don't want to say underrated, but I feel like Surf, he's popular, but just, I don't feel like he gets the credit he deserves just as far as who he's battled and what he's brought to the table. So, I'll just leave it at that, y'all. And also, Psycho, I think we play y'all Redskins on Sunday. I'm kind of nervous, bro.
I don't know why the way we've been playing, son.
Hey, but we lost 3 straight. We lost 3 straight. We went from being, controlling our own destiny. Now we got a wild card. So y'all fuck around and win, bro.
Yeah, it's possible. We gonna see though. We gonna see. I'm gonna holler at you about that.
Y'all.
All right, that's what's up. Thanks for the call.
Right on.
All right. Football ain't been good for me this year. Let's go. 718. You there?
Yeah.
You? What's good?
What up, Frank? What up, Jess? Charron, motherfucking Charron, man. Man. Alright, man. I'm gonna start off with some real shit. Like, Arsonal is delusional. Everybody know that, man. He lost to Hitman. Really, Arsonal won 2 battles in his last probably like 12. He won against Illmatic, and then he won against Chrome, and then he lost every other battle. Everybody knows that. So, you 3-0'd him, you know what I'm saying? Congratulations, that was cool. Do not, and I repeat, do not ever take advice from Daylight ever again, bro. Ever again. Like, I know, like, I don't know, I guess for that crowd, that would have been cool, but especially, like, if that was on the UW or the URL crowd in New York, man, and you would have tried to pull out a flag, bro, like, afterwards, like, I mean, I ain't even promoting violence, but, like, that's not a go. It's just not a go. You know what I mean? Like, the whole thing, like, Arsonal, he pushed, like, Charlie Clips, and then he tried to get in your face with the disrespect when he know he losing and all of that, and that's his little thing. And, you know what I mean, kudos for, you know what I mean, you not, you know what I mean, punching him or spitting on him or something when he did push the paper in your face, because it just makes him look corny, you know what I'm saying? But the flag part, man, like, nah, man, that's just me, you know what I'm saying? That's just, and I'm from New York and all that, so maybe it's, I'm biased towards it or something. But nah, man, like, Daylight will get you, you know what I mean, beat up or something. Like, we know he a troll, you know what I mean? So coming from Daylight, he's almost at that level now where nothing he does we really take serious. But at the same time, you know what I mean, he's still saying, oh, yeah, I had to pull the gat out on Smack and I mean, and then there's still people that run with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, Daylight, like, calm down, brother. But, nah, man, don't associate with that at all. But, yeah, you did awesome, man. I'd love to see you against Disaster or a Charlie Clips. Like your freestyle game, your rebuttal game, really, like you really came up, man. Like on the different battle book like forums and all of that, all over Twitter. Like your name kind of just blew up. Like you really, if you're not the Rookie of the Year, you making a strong case for the rest of the year, man. Like you really doing your thing, man. But for real, that flag stuff, man, don't fall into that trap, bro. Do not fall into that trap, man. For real.
Yeah, no, I agree. It wasn't really the smartest thing to do. It was kind of just like I explained earlier. I did it because Arsonal, he's known as Mr. Disrespectful, and I thought he was going to do something disrespectful to me as he was disrespectful. So I was just trying to find something to counter it, and I thought that would be something disrespectful to do. But looking back,
when keeping it real goes wrong, word, that Dave Chappelle skit, man.
Yeah, keeping it real goes wrong. I mean, yeah, I think I kind of do regret doing it. It was. I don't think it was the right thing to do, and in future battles it won't.
And prepare yourself. I mean, when you go hear about it later on, like we looking forward to how you counter. Like Shotgun Suge, he said one of the realest against bill collector. Like everybody takes a loss. You know what I mean? Some people, their definition of a loss is different. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you respond to it. You know what I'm saying? So after that, Pats, they going to have some jokes. Other people, they going to have some jokes. If you trying to get to URL, they going to try to talk about it. The user may, like Ill Will, he might, you know what I'm saying? Like, we looking forward to it, bro. So you ain't lose no fans over it. But word, man, we looking at your comeback, man. We looking at your comeback.
For sure, man. I appreciate everything.
All right, Sean, man. I'm out here, though.
All right. Thanks for the call. All right. Let's see. I think we got my man, Tuscan Jesus. You there? That's you?
Yep. What's good, fellas?
What's up, son?
I'm chilling, Psycho. What's good? Charron, the white Jeremy Lin. What's going on, baby?
Not too much, you?
I'm good right now, man. You popping right now. I see they love you in Canada. I see all the people who are URL fans calling in talking about they love you over here, too. I'm the nigga that's going to tell you a little bit of truth. Just a little bit. That DNA battle, I don't know, my nigga. I felt like the crowd, just rolled with you throughout that shit. I think it was like 1, 2, 3 cheer. 1, 2, 3 cheer. Like, that King of the Dot crowd sometimes, man. I don't think they listen. Like you said, you see how Pat Stay is in Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
I think anybody from King of the Dot versus anybody from URL, unless they're like a huge fan favorite. Like they do that for Arsonal too, even though he didn't get that love against you. But they cheer for his bullshit bars at times when he's over there because he's a household name. But my point is, I'm looking forward to seeing you in what they call one of the most biased environments. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to New York because I can't front listening to this last battle. I watched it 3 times already. And I was listening to you this time. I tried to tune out the crowd as much as possible because I feel like the King of the Dot crowds and Don't Flop crowds, they kind of just flow with shit. And this time I felt like you came with your pen game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to give you respect right there. Your pen, lately, a homeboy was giving you a lot of respect and love for your rebuttals and all that, which is a lost art in this shit. DNA does that and doesn't get much love for it, but I noticed that your rebuttals were a lot smoother, you know what I mean, than the last couple times I've seen DNA freestyle and rebuttal. So, like I said, I don't really feel like you won the DNA joint, but I felt like that was the crowd, not really your pen. I feel like you beat Ars, so I'm looking forward. You and Ill Will, my nigga. Ill Will, my nigga. Ill Will, a nigga I give half a chicken wing to. You get what I'm saying? That's my nigga.
He's dope.
I want to see what you're going to do against something like that. Because his style and your style, like those two colliding is going to be crazy. It's going to be very entertaining to see how you can control a room. You know what I mean? You've been real polite on this phone. You can't be that polite with a bunch of niggas that yelling at you talking about we want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? In Canada, everybody just like, hey, go ahead, go Charron. Not happening down here. Not happening. They just like, ooh, who the white boys? And I mean, a lot of niggas come to battle events because they don't even know who on the card. And some of them, they just coming because, their man told them come through. So you got to perform when you come out here. I'm looking forward to
I'd definitely like to come to New York and prove everyone that I could get reaction outside of.
I'm not even going to just say it's New York. I'm not just going to say New York, St. Louis.
You know what I mean? Chicago crowd is on point. A couple of the Cali crowds, I've seen a couple of joints in Cali that was decent. But certain areas just have people who listen to bars versus just, you know, just dancing with whatever the fuck niggas are saying. But right now, you the white Jeremy Lin in my book. You the flash in the pan, you on fire. It's your choice, man. You can either, you know what I mean, tear it up and keep going. Just battle. Who you got before Ill Will?
I have a battle at Blackout, but yeah, I'm actually like stated on contract. I can't announce it because King of the Dot's doing a surprise event where you find out that day.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Yeah. So at least you got another bout.
Well, he brought up a good point.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good battle.
He brought up a good point that's been brought up on this show a few times, as far as like, you know, because we get a lot of flack about, you know, the crowd being too biased or too harsh or whatever. And then you got some people who feel like the King of the Dot crowd is too nice. Like, you know, like they a lot of people, like, we getting that, we've heard that a lot. I can't lie, I even said it, like, it seems, at times it seemed like you don't have to work too hard for your oohs and ahs over at the King of the Dot as much as you do over here. Like, over here, you have to earn them. And it seemed like over there, it's like, they almost like, they ooh ah and have balls. That doesn't really,
well, it's just the mentality. Like, you know, a lot of people are more Toronto. It's more of a social event. People are there to drink and have fun and react. Where New York, it's more hip hop based, like earn the respect. So it's just two different cultures, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Now, do you feel in the exact way you just put that? I feel that's the two different styles of battlers there is right now. I feel like there's the MCs who come to be a part of a social upcoming, like, you know, a culture, and they rap a little bit. Like, it's a lot more spoken word, poetry type thing, you know, slower, not as many flows to it kind of thing. And then you still got the, I guess what some people call them, the street rapper, the gangster rapper, whatever you want to quote it as, who's still more so all about just respect and my bars and my flow. Do you feel that there's a difference, and if so, what category do you feel you fall into?
Yeah, there definitely is a difference. Well, I mean, I kind of just stumbled upon battle rap. I was just I started just freestyling at you know, parties and in high school, and then I found out about you know, the Reed Dollars battles, all those old ones. So you know, when I battle on King of the Dot, I kind of know what the crowd wants. I know the audience. I've been there for 4 or 5 years, so I know, you know, what type of angles and bars and how to mix in the jokes. And then, you know, I realize it's a different crowd at Smack, so I cater to crowds. When I battle Ars in England, I was using some England, you know, some UK references and stuff. So I feel like I'm versatile in the sense I could cater to certain crowds. And if I battled on Smack, it would be different than what I do in King of the Dot. It wouldn't be the same type of angles and material.
I can dig it. I definitely see you a Real Deal, man. You a Real Deal needs to lock horns. That'll be pretty good.
Yeah, Real Deal's sick. I'd battle him.
Real Deal was my top white boy doing it for a while. So I think you and Real Deal, they duck Real Deal, man. Niggas don't want no parts of Real Deal. But I feel you and Real Deal in like you Real Deal in New York would be dope. Yo, Smack. You might call Smack. Tell Smack set that up. DSJ said that, man. Real Deal, Charron, on that December joint with surfing them niggas. Set that up. You can write that in a couple weeks, right? That's nothing for you.
DNA and I have battled on 8 days, so I mean, I don't turn, as long as it's a big battle. Like, I'm not gonna battle some nobodies, but I won't turn down a battle if I got at least a week or two to write.
I hope all y'all top 10 niggas hear shit like that, man. Y'all got new hungry niggas talking about they only need a week or two. I'm just saying, niggas are taking years off and shit. Got niggas willing to take
you can't be taking years off. I feel like you gotta remain active and stuff, and you know, show people you're hungry. Where I feel like if you're just doing it once or twice a year, you're kind of saying you could only do it once or twice a year. You know, people get bored of you after a while. You need that much time to come up with new material. Where, I mean, I'm done a battle, then as soon as I'm done a battle, then it's like, okay, on to the next one. I can't remember the last time I've not been writing for a battle where there was a time where I finished a battle and I had more than 2 weeks without another battle to write for.
Well, man, you gotta. I'm on your side right now, bro. I'm fucking with you. It's your boy, DSJ, Jet Lag, we in the building. Shout out to Psycho, man. Psycho, I ain't hear from you in a minute, my nigga. My fault. I be forgetting to get on this Twitter shit, man. I've been wanting to get at you, but I'm gonna scream at you, man. We gonna talk. 40, I don't know where you at. I don't hear you. Street Star Norbs. I see Norbs is on TV and shit now. He getting all the pussy. Norbs don't even know niggas no more. He getting way all the pussy now. All the pussy's on that Norb. I'm just saying.
Oh, God, please don't do that. Please don't stupid that up. You know, that's the last thing he needs, son. His head gas the fuck up.
He's seeing him. I be seeing him. He be acting like some next light-skinned nigga, like he not Spanish. But, you know what I mean? Charron, good luck, my nigga. My nigga Ill Will, man. I'm definitely not betting against Ill Will, but, you know what I'm saying? Good luck. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you as a fan. You know what I mean? Because you go hard, and you like you said, you gotta be careful. Yeah.
You gotta be careful, Charron, talking about Ill Will around him and shit. I don't know. You know, you saw the UFF battles and shit. You know, he was wearing one of his T-shirts up in the battle. So yeah, you talking to Ill Will's man right here. This is man.
I fuck with that nigga. I fuck with that nigga. I'm telling you, I get that nigga half a chicken wing. You know how that go, man. That's what it hurts.
Yeah, that's love right there,
nigga.
for sure.
So we go 5 and 5 on the blunt like 9-6 days. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at y'all niggas, man. Jet Lag, we in the building.
All right, that's what's up. Holler at me later, son.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for the call. Let's see, let's go 336. You there?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good, son?
What's up? Yeah, he killed Arsonal. Like, I expected more from Arsonal, but yeah, he killed him. That shit wasn't even. That shit was sad.
Yeah, thanks, man. Glad you thought so. He's still saying on Twitter he's 26-0 or whatever his record is. So.
Well, you know what's weird? If you actually look at the views, you're the top viewed Canadian rapper. So it was basically the best U.S. rapper versus the best Canadian battle rapper, or the most viewed two rappers.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he would put more effort into it, but he even said in the battle he took a pay cut on this. So I guess you get what you pay for in his mind.
That's crazy. So, would you ever do the UFF?
I would before I had my run-in with BT. I was kind of disrespected by the way they handled the situation, and me going on there would definitely create a lot of press and get a lot of viewers for them after Double XL and everyone covered it. So I wouldn't, but if Smack was hosting another type of tournament that wasn't, or if UFF or whatever was on a different network, I would do it.
Oh yeah, Psycho.
Yeah, what's good?
Psycho. Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Speak Jeffrey the nuts when you see him. This nigga always interrupting somebody. Like this nigga got Tourette syndrome or something.
Yeah,
always interrupting somebody. And tell North he is Puerto Rican. He is not white. Nigga turn out like a white man. Nigga turn out like a white man there.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, where the hell did that go from? All right.
Turn like white. But yeah, I can't wait to see your next battle, though.
Yeah, thanks. It's going to be at the King of the Dot Blackout, January 24th. I think the pay-per-view will be out the next day. So it's a 2-day event, so maybe like 25th, 26th. But it's going to be a lot of good battles. So if you're not in Toronto, you definitely got to get the pay-per-view for it.
Who do you have after you, Will?
I have nothing. Like, to be honest, for 2014, I actually want to do my Smack debut. As 100 Bullets went out there, and they didn't put up this footage, but apparently he did well. But I just think the Canadian scene needs one Canadian battler to go on Smack just to test it out. We'll see what happens. And I think if Pat Stay wants to, I think he should do that as well. It'd just be some good promotion for our country, because people do respect that as the main stage, and some people are saying Canadians can't do well on there. So I think it's our job to represent our country and hold it down on that stage.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, I'll let y'all get on with the show.
All right, that's what's up. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go. 410. You there?
Yo, what's good, y'all? How y'all feeling, man?
Calling, son. What's the word?
Good. Hey, I agree with Dark Skin Jesus about the King of the Dot and the Don't Fly. Everybody agrees with him. You know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking, the Hitman and the Conceited battle, right? The third round. If Hitman did that same round in the King of the Dot or the Don't Flop league, it would have been no problem. Everybody would have been cheering and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying?
He would have got that round out straight through. Wouldn't have got booed.
Yeah, and the building would have been shaking and shit. But that goes to show, like, URL don't really accept dumb shit like that. But King of the Dot and Don't Flop, they pretty much cheer for anything. But sometimes, like, I like the crowds because, if you watch, like, the Charlie Clips battles and shit, it comes out, like, good on footage, hearing everybody cheer and all that other shit. But, basically, like, I caught the show, like, a little bit late. So, did y'all go over, like, talking about the picture and shit? Like, what was that picture about, Charron?
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't really see it on the footage and shit. It looked like he had his hands in your pants or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was 2000 and 2009 or 10, way back in the day when I first got into King of the Dot. Pat Stay and I were just hanging out, and we just thought it would be funny. He just with weird sense of humor thought it'd be funny just to take a picture like that and have the comment. Some can't rebuttal rape, and we just Canadians and Americans obviously have different sense of humors, but at the time we thought it was funny, but
what,
I guess,
what were you doing? I just seen from the like I couldn't really see it on the the computer and shit, you know what I'm saying? So as I was watching the battle, like what exactly it looked like y'all both was sitting down, and like what did it say? Not what did it say, but what was y'all doing?
It just, in the paper just said you can't rebuttal that when it's over. It was just I was sitting on the couch beside Pat Stay, and he had his hand on my lap, and I was kind of like looking at the, looking at the ground, like, I just thought we thought it was funny. It was just obviously a joke. But to be honest, Arsonal pulled out that picture. If you've seen him versus Pat Stay in one of his rounds, he had a few bars. He pulled out that picture and did that, so I was really shocked when he did that against me, because I'm like, yeah, that's what a lot of people, I guess, haven't seen it or don't know, but he pulled out that picture against Pat Stay in 2011, so when he pulled that out against me for a whole round, I'm like, the only thing lamer than props is recycling props.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so, I wasn't giving him any points for that. Had it been maybe a new picture that no one knew about, that could be a good prop, but you can't be using the same prop you used 2 years ago.
Yo, I just remember, I've seen that battle. I've seen that battle like maybe 2 times, but it was so, what is it, like 4 years ago? No, 3 years ago? I don't remember him pulling that shit out, though.
It's probably 2 or 4 bars, wasn't that long.
You're making me want to go back and watch it now, too, because I don't remember that. I haven't seen that battle in a long time, but yeah.
Yeah. But, it seemed like everybody feeling like Mr. Wavy won that battle and shit. That was the best battle that came out Thanksgiving weekend, man. That was the best. Like, I watched that shit like 6 times, man. The best.
Oh, it was a real good battle.
Like, that came out that weekend. Like, out of all the battles that dropped, that was the best fucking back and forth battle. I can't see how, like, people can think that, Mr. Wavy kind of got like Surf presence. It seemed like every nigga that kind of looked like Surf a little bit, kind of like they kind of compare him to Surf, like Speed Dollars and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. Wavy got like a better performance than Surf. He got he got the same presence as Surf, but like a little bit. but he got a nice little performance and shit.
His delivery's a little bit smoother. Like, his delivery's smoother and everything. Like, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. But, that's pretty much it. I mean, is Jesse still on?
Nah, Jesse had to bounce.
Now, I was going to tell you, like, it was a good show on Friday. Niggas was in the house and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get to catch the shows. But it was a good show on Friday. Like, he was going back and forth with clips and shit. Like, that shit was hilarious, man.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, y'all have a good night, man.
All right, that's what's up. Thanks for the call. All right. Let's see. Let's go. 914, you there?
Yo, what's good?
What's good, son?
Yo, Charron, I'm a big fucking fan. I agree with what everyone been saying about you. You've been proving yourself, I think, more recently. You know what I mean? I'm impressed with your recent shit, especially since you're like a rape victim.
Yeah, man, I've definitely rose into the occasion.
18.
Sorry?
Yeah, he hung up. He was trolling.
Oh, okay. It's a rape victim. Should have rebutted that, but too late.
812, you there?
Yo, what up?
What's good, son?
Chilling. Yo, man, one thing I noticed, if Daylight knew about the bandana situation, he must have told Arsonal. Arsonal looked like he was expecting you to pull out that bandana. Cause
it did seem that way. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to say nothing, but yeah, when you told me the story about the Daylight thing and everything else, I did kind of think about that too. Like, it's because Arsonal seemed like he knew exactly what you was gonna do when you whipped it out. Like, he was on it quick, like real quick. I didn't even know. Like, if Arsonal didn't throw the flag up, I wouldn't even know what he grabbed. That's how fast he grabbed it.
Yeah, he did grab it fast. I mean, who knows? Daylight, he is a master troll, but it wasn't Daylight's idea. It was my idea, and I actually approached him about it. And Daylight couldn't have really. Daylight was supposed to get into the country, and he didn't because he was stopped at customs. So, I was actually supposed to have the shirt underneath a zip-up hoodie. So Daylight couldn't have known my other plan where I was like, okay, I'm gonna have the bandana, in my waist. So maybe Arsonal knew I was gonna do something like that, but he was probably under the impression I was gonna have something under my shirt, like clothes on.
Well, I mean, because if they rep in the same gang, I mean, I don't think Daylight could, let you do that, and if they repping the same, I mean, but a bandana supposedly repping the flag is some other stuff anyway. But one other thing I was thinking about was, I commend you for not getting emotional when he mushed you, because I think if you would have, got pissed and let that show that you was pissed off, he would have been like, oh, he was about to cry or something like that. So I commend you for not, getting emotional about that, because I believe that's what he wanted you to do, you know what I mean? Because if you would have just looked like you was just pissed off and couldn't do nothing, he would have been, now have been all over the internet like, oh, he was about to cry and this and that. So I salute you for doing that, you know what I mean? That's some real man-up shit. And I think you and JC would be a good battle, though. I think y'all two would be a good battle.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll battle anyone, as long as people want to see it, I'll make it happen.
That's what's up.
That's it. All right. Thanks for the call. All right. Let's see. Let's go. 850. You there?
Yo.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, Charron, man, the way you answer questions, man, you a smooth motherfucker, man. I just want to say that right
there. Except the rape victim guy, he got me.
First time I seen you was versus DNA, and first time
I seen your name. I was like, man, DNA's about to kill this dude. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really into Don't Flop before that battle. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started watching it. But, yeah, man, you definitely do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Arsonal. That's the only reason why I haven't watched the battle yet. But I'm about to watch it now. You feel me? I pulled it up since your interview been on. You know what I mean? I'm about to watch it. But I'm not a fan of him. That's the only reason why I ain't watched it. But
hey, if you're not a fan of Arsonal, this is the battle to watch because this is his clearest loss since Hitman. So you're really going to watch Arsonal get beat down. And I mean, I'm going to say I said a lot of things in the battle that fans and supporters like yourself probably want to say to Arsonal if you're not a fan of him, kind of calling out his whole style and slogans and filler this, filler that. So I think you'll really enjoy my performance.
That's what's up. And another thing, the URL like seeing underdogs like come to the URL, like people who we think like can't spit, and then they go up there and then they actually do their thing, like a Snow or a Big K or a Real Deal. Like URL likes them like really more. Like if you go back and see the SoulCon battle on URL, like people love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the URL crowd like loves seeing that underdog who they think just is like never gonna like really do something, like go up there and do something. Like that Real Deal B-Match is still one of my favorite battles just because a motherfucker just came in there and just did what he do and everybody loved it. Like, and he overcame, like, you know what I mean, the stereotypes of whatever, you know what I'm saying, anybody thought that, you know what I'm saying, what he was going to do, and he, you know what I mean, really turned it up in there, you know what I'm saying? So I hope North give you that call, you know what I'm saying, and you can come out there and do something, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I actually do agree with you. I'll actually retract my original statement. I kind of did forget about the Real Deal and SoulCon battles and stuff, and yeah, I do think I'd be given a fair chance, and I would definitely like to make an appearance next year.
That's what's up. Hey, yo, Psycho.
Yeah, what's good?
When that DMD cypher dropping?
This week, I promise. This week, I promise.
I've
been caught.
Trying to hit some bars, son.
All right.
You heard? Hey, yo, Mr. Wavy got that too, man. Mr. Wavy, man. That nigga third round, man. God damn that third round, dog. That shit was crazy, man. The PGs is looking nice right now, man. I hit Norris on Twitter like, yo, them PGs is on point, man. I be watching them more than main stage battles now, man. Like, for real. Yeah. That Mr. Wavy and that Tyler Snow, man. Them the best two PGs and the HA double. You know what I mean? Them three right there. Man, the motherfuckers is coming, and they coming strong, so ain't nobody should be ducking right now, man. This shit is about to, like, bust wide open next year.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Definitely. All right, that's what's up. Thanks for the call. All right, let's see. Let's go, 646, you there?
Yeah.
Yo. You? Yo.
What up?
What's good?
What up, Charron?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? I've been away from the battle rap scene for a bit, so I haven't, I've been clearly out of touch with everything, but just recently stumbled upon your battle with DNA. And, yeah, I was just shocked that you actually won, because I didn't know who you were. And more so disappointed in DNA, because I knew who he was, and he just gave that lackluster performance, so well, just keep doing your thing, man, seriously.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. You see me in Arsonal yet?
No, I didn't get to check that out either.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's on the Don't Flop channel. Just uploaded 2 days ago. Should watch it when you got a second.
I do have a question though. That whole BET thing, right? Are they going to allow you to come back next year to appear in the cipher, or that was just it? Like they said no.
That's a good question. I actually I would like to. When I spoke to Vlad TV, I kind of wanted like a few Canadians to be on the cipher as well, just to because Organic, the founder, King of the Dot, won 2 BT competitions and was promised a spot on their show, and he didn't get on. So it's kind of a reoccurring theme with Canadian rappers. So I was hoping to maybe get like me or Organic or someone else on the cipher, but I don't think they're gonna give me a call to put me on. But we'll see if they give me a call. I'll definitely go on.
They'll be taking notice if you keep 3-0ing people. You keep 3-0 in the top tier. They'll come calling. They'll come calling. You keep 3-0, you 3-0 the likes of a Averb or whoever you get in the ring with. That's supposed to be top tier. You 3-0 them, they'll call.
Yeah, well, that's what I try to do, 3-0 every time. But if not, 2-1.
But Psycho, y'all had Psycho. Y'all had the private screening of the whole young ill conceited. Are y'all gonna drop the battle so we all can see it, or y'all just had it for that one private screening day and that's it?
Young ill conceited. I swear I want that battle to drop so bad just so I can stop getting this question. Just so I can stop getting this question. I would say, if the battle will drop, I don't have no date. I can't tell you when or where, but I promise you the battle will eventually drop. One day the vault's going to open up and the battle all you people want to see will drop. I promise.
Yo, because we did that in 2014, and that battle happened when, 2012?
Yeah, it happened to be, the beginning of 2012, yeah.
Super Bowl weekend, I think.
Yeah. I mean, when the battle dropped, it was announced that some of these battles might not drop, or if it does drop, won't drop anytime soon. So it's like, not like they dropped a surprise on everybody. Everybody knew that. So,
yeah, but this is people demanding this battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that battle at first was being held. At first, that battle was being held for a different project that we was working on that didn't pan out. So now it's like that battle was a little bit caught in limbo. But don't worry, that battle will drop. The battle will drop.
All right, y'all. All right, I'm out.
That's what's up. Thanks for the call. All right, let's try another one. Let's go 912. You there? 912? All right, let's go. Well, he's bullshit. Let's go 518. You there? 518? Okay, another person bullshit. Let's try one more. 860. You there?
Yeah, what's going on, Psycho?
What's good, son?
What's up, Charron?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, this your boy Mac Mar on Twitter. Yo, man, you did your thing in that battle against Arsonal. I'm going to tell you one thing, though. Like, I don't know how y'all battle rappers take it, bruh. Like, when he looked you in the face with that paper, man, all bets, all deals would have been off. I would have returned the money and stole on that nigga. Like, I don't know how battle rappers do it. I'm not
it's just a different mentality, I guess. When you're in the ring, first of all, I don't think I could beat Arsonal in a fight. I've never been in a fight, so I think punching him would just, get me knocked out. So I wasn't trying to do that. And at this point, I was winning the battle, so I didn't want to do anything that would, perhaps compromise the footage, like Matt Hoffa did.
Right, I feel you on that. I'm just, like, all that extra shit, though, man. Like, I don't know how y'all do it, but, man, you did your thing, though, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Psycho. Oh, and you got to excuse me, too. I tuned in a little late. I've been busy working and stuff, but, yo, Psycho, when is damn Cypher dropping, yo?
What Cypher?
What Cypher? I'm trying to hear Psycho spit.
Oh, this week. I ain't know everybody was that anxious to hear it. I'm going to drop it this week.
Psycho, we've been waiting on your ass to spit for a minute, nigga, since we first heard about it.
It was something light. I just jumped in real quick, dropped a few bars, and then kept it pushing, let everybody else spit. It was their Cypher. I just kind of crashed it. But, I'll drop it this week, though. I'm going to drop it this week.
All right. That's what's up. All right, man. Y'all do your thing, man. Get at me, Mac Mar on Twitter. Easy.
That's what's up. All right. So, Charron, you got anything you want to promote? Any music, future battles, your Twitter and all that before we get out of here? Charron? Yeah. Wait. My bad. That is me. Charron, you there?
Oh yeah. I just heard someone say unmuted.
Yeah. My bad. I hit the wrong button. My fault. Yeah, you guys.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, Twitter at Charron, ONKOTD, and yeah, I got just search me online. I got some music, working on my debut album right now, and I'm gonna try to have that out for when my Blackout battle is released, so probably February, March sometime. And yeah, I just want to say thanks for having me on, and hopefully I'm trying to battle everywhere before I'm done battling, so I would like to make a URL debut sometime 2014.
That's what's up. We love to have you too, man. We want to see what we can do. Make that happen.
All right, cool. Well, tell Norris to give me a call sometime, I guess.
All right, that's what's up. URL Battle Rap Arena. Check us out tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again to Charron for coming on the show, and we out.
Schmidt!